Myself, Kalilubini from UTM Space, will be conducting an interview with Mr. Lawyer Vasudevan from Vasu and Yanis Neo Advocates and Solicitors from Penang. This interview will cover a few aspects of leadership approaches. How has your leadership approach fitted since the pandemic began, and what prompted those changes?
Okay, the main reason how the approach has changed is because prior to the pandemic, we were more a paper-based profession, being a lawyer. But then during the pandemic, we have a lot of difficulties to carry on our daily profession because it will not be based on paper-based. Because you couldn't go to the office to get things done. So the leadership had to change to become more digital, more online. And of course, it also helped when the thought also prompted to a more digitalized way of doing things, where we tend to move towards paperless. The challenges which we faced was trying to get everyone to cooperate and work together using this digitalized system, because you can't meet them face to face. So that will be the answer for the question which you have posed.
Okay. So the other questions, what were the most pressing obstacles you encountered after the pandemic, and how did you address them?
Like I said, in regards to the first question, the most pressing issue which we faced was trying to get everyone to cooperate digitally. So the manner in which we overcome at that point was to use Google Meet. You see, so that was the stop measure which we took. Now, of course, we have expanded it by using Google Docs and also using Google Meet to help organize things much better in the digital.
So in what way have you adjusted your communication strategies to keep everyone motivated and aligned during uncertain times?
All right. How we have adjusted our communication strategies is from before, now, like I said, digitalized. What we do is we have Google Meetings. All right, Google Meetings to encourage participation. And also what we use is a Google Docs or a Google Doc folder where everyone updates what they're doing on a daily basis. So this helps us to streamline and get to know what we're doing, what the staffs are doing, and it also motivates people because they can see what others are doing. So that's how we have come this particular issue.
Okay. Have you undergone any formal leadership or management training, and how did it shape your response to new challenges?
We have not undergone any formal training, but it was more based on experience. And what we have learned and what we have built is based on experience rather than going to a formal leadership training.
Would you share an instant when you had to display? Sorry. Would you share an instant when you had to display resilience or adaptability in guiding your organization through significant setback?
Alright. The main setback which we faced was in regards to us having to cut down our staff to reduce our overheads. To overcome that particular setback, keep on repeating it, but we went through a digitalized way. So certain stuff which we required to do manual work, for example, typing it out, printing, arranging the files, doing the filing, we moved it all to a digitalized way. So that's how we overcome the setback. But the major setback was to reduce the workforce, and we overcome it by going more digital way.
Okay. How do you balance achieving organizational goals with the maintaining a supportive atmosphere for your employees?
All right, how do we achieve that? It's mainly by giving them much more benefits. In the event they reach certain threshold, then we will increase their allowances and benefits. So that keeps everyone motivated, and also by doing team building. Team building helps to motivate them and also helps to everyone have this feeling or the sense that we are working together in this office. We are working together as a family in this office. So that's how we address that particular issue.
What method do you use for foster a culture of innovation, especially when resource and moral may be straight in?
All right. By again, getting things done through digital way. Because now the officers and everything has moved to a paperless kind of environment. And more so in our profession, we feel it even more. Because prior to this, everything was paper-based. Now we have digitalized it. Everything is online. Everything can be done in online manner. So that will be the answer for me.
Okay. Would you consider your leadership style transformational, and if so, how it is manifest in your day-to-day decision making? Sir?
Yes, when we talk about transformational leadership, it actually means that we motivate our workers to achieve something. Correct? So by doing that, we need to set an example first. And if you ask me how has that affected me, by coming in and being more hands-on, being digitalized and moving everything to the online system, has of course encouraged my staff to do that as well. And they get inspiration or they tend to follow what I do as the boss. And I have to set the example, and that's how we go with this.
Which leadership attributes do you believe are most critical for modern leaders, and how do you work on strengthening them?
Correct. One of the most critical leadership qualities for me is you need to adapt to changes. If you look at a series of questions, it's more towards adapting pre-pandemic and post-pandemic. So I believe a leader should be able to adapt and adjust for the situation to enable the business to grow even better.
What steps are you taking to stay informed about emerging leadership trends and to anticipate future shifts in your field?
Alright, in regards to steps, what we're taking is, of course, we do reading of journals and whatnot. And in the same way, we do be informed by talking to people and getting more information from the online. And that's how we try to adapt and change to our profession.
Balance achieving organizational goals with maintaining a supportive atmosphere for your employees.
Right. Before answering this question, we'll talk about the goals which my office is trying to achieve. In regards to this legal fraternity, it's actually at this stage, a lot of people are unaware as to what are their rights, and also they are unaware regarding the lawyer's job or the lawyer's scope in helping them to represent their case in the court, and also helping them to settle the matters amicably. So the goal of our office is to reach as many people as possible, as wide range of the society, to show and to tell them and make them informed what does a legal representation will be able to do and how it can help them. So this is the goal. And regards to achieving this goal, like I've mentioned in my answers, when we're moving towards a digitalized society, we're trying to get this done through online platforms which are available. Not limited to TikToks and whatnot, but also trying to reach people to other means, right? Where we have these journals online, we have these talks online, we have the so-called Zoom talks online, where we encourage people to join, and so that they know what are their rights and how they can protect themselves better, and how can a lawyer assist them to do both of this. So these are the goals, and this is how we are trying to achieve our goals in regards to this.
Would you consider your leadership style transformational? And if so, how does it manifest in your day-to-day decision making, sir?
If you ask me, I would say yes. I do consider that my leadership style is transformational. One of the biggest transformation which we need to face is in regards to the young generation who's coming to work. Then the senior workers are already there and going to retire soon. So you see there are vast differences between how you need to approach to both of them. In regards to the senior workers, they tend to know the work, they tend to know how to get things done, but the problem we face there is they are a little bit old school. So they tend to do things which are at a much more slower pace. In regards to the younger generation, they are very IT savvy, they get things very fast, but the challenges we face is their lack of discipline, wherein they tend to take off much more compared to the senior workers. And now, when this shift is happening, where the senior workers are leaving and the young generation are stepping up, work do get done fast. But the difficulty we face is in enabling them to have good discipline and to come to work. And how do we solve this issue is by setting an example by yourself. So, for example, if you're a boss, you don't try to come in early, when the staff comes in. So that will set an example for them, knowing that the boss has already entered into the office and they're not in. So these kind of small things would encourage them and show and set an example to them what they need to do. And that will help us to change and guide them and compete with the senior ones. That's it.
Thank you.